we've went through 11 events. 16 teams started at the tightrope, and only 5 of them can win the championship. Speedy Serpent, Social Squad, Limelights, Yellow Jackets, and Fertile Fighters in the final event, the obstacle course. There's no record, so all 16 teams just in an all-out brawl. All 16 teams go down the course at the same time, and the last place marble is eliminated until there are 2 marbles remaining, racing for the gold medal. Ripple, Pepper, Dragon, Nightfall, and Mauve going for their last committee run of the season, and thank you to them for showing how the event works to the audience as well. They've wanted to do that. Anyway, while they're in the background, I'm just going to ramble about implications for the championship. If Speedy Serpents finish at least in the top 2, they win the championship. If Social Squad win and Speedy Serpents finish 3rd or lower, they win the championship. If Limelights win and Speedy Serpents come 4th or lower, they win the championship. And if Yellow Jackets and Fertile Fighters, who have the same score, win, and Speedy Serpents place in the bottom half of the standings, they are the champions, either one of them. So that means everything is up for grabs. No unfair advantages unless of the points that they've earned in the last 11 events. And now with the committee run done for the final time, we are in race 1. All 16 marbles in this all-out bloodbath, fighting for not last place. I mean, it could be 1st place, it could be 15th place. You just don't want to be in that destined 16th place where the first marble will be eliminated. Right now, it looks like Lucky Lemons and Atomics are struggling up there. Team Octopi keep their lead that they had from the first funnel. We don't really care about first, care about last, of course. And Team Octopi still hold the lead. Will they win the race? This giant maze can make or break your race, especially that last switchback, and they do that. They take that little slow path, and Galaxies take the win. You can definitely get stuck on this track anywhere that you see. It looks like some marbles actually broke that wall to stop the marbles from going past it, and Rouge Ravens and Tidal Waves make it out of that mess. Rouge Ravens taking their time because they know they're not eliminated. If more than one marbles like that get stuck at the same place, but no, that's not going to happen. Soil from the Fertile Fighters are eliminated and cannot win the championship. Fertile Fighters, they went through 11 events, but it all went down the drain. They are eliminated and will not even win or podium in this championship. Of course, you have to think about the other podium teams, too, that are further back behind. Galaxies, Volcanoes, and I think maybe even the Holographics are in it, too. Of course, those teams are fighting for the podium, but, of course, that might belong to the Limelights because they're in that final step of the podium. Right now, Lucky Lemons have the lead. I think I saw the Rouge Ravens and Atomics up there. Oh, Mocha Maniacs take the win. Here comes a few other marbles. Who is that that just got stuck? Trying to tell. I think it might be Team Octopi. Team Octopi really need a good finish. They got, I think, 2 4th-place finishes in a row. So, I mean, they got 24 points in the last 2 events, but they are only going to get 25 in the last 3. Atomics brush off with the attenuator and make it. Tentacle from Team Octopi will not be able to get it and be eliminated in 15th. Now, race 3, you don't want to come 14th since there is 1 less marble. And since the first round 2 less marbles, we have a little bit of a jam at the start. That might cause a little bit of issues. But of course, there's so many opportunities to pass on this track. Gracious Glaciers were in last. They bumped up to 3rd in one funnel as they were stuck up top. But anything can happen. Lucky Lemons, who had a good last race, are now in last with Citrus. Citrus won the swimming event. And Lucky Lemons have been on a little bit of a downward spiral. Limelights took the lead, but got brushed off by the Yellow Jackets and the Tidal Waves. They both take different lines. Same with the Limelights. They brush off into the lead. Now everyone else is finishing. You don't want to get stuck in that little, I guess, secret way, that you might call it, with that little turn at the end. Who's going to finish last? Here come the Taffy Trackers. Oh, Lucky Lemons are still up there. And yes, Lucky Lemons are going to finish last in 14th. That's kind of the worst way to come down. Your final, I guess, walk of shame down the track that you know you've been eliminated. Now race 4. And they're off. All the marbles off. Oh, Atomics got a little stuck at the start. But like I said, anything can happen. I think it might be the Mocha Maniacs in front with the Solstice Squad and Tidal Waves. There are a lot of darker colored marbles in this track, so I might be a little confused between Solstice Squad and the Galaxies because they look a little too similar, or are just so similar. And I think it might be Social Squad in the front, having a little bit of difficulty coming through the final switchbacks. They have such a big lead that they don't even need to worry about first place. Or, of course, last place. And some marbles have once again broken the track. Taffy Trackers make it through. If more than one marble gets stuck in the same place or the same area, that means we will have a re-race and start in the yellow funnel. The yellow funnel that is wider. I think that's the holographics. Can they make it? No. That's 4 marbles in there. Blackbird, Dimension, Molecule, and Nectar. That's not going to be good for the Yellow Jackets if they don't make it. And that means only our top 3 teams can win, as they just get put in the yellow funnel to not make this video too long. It looks like Yellow Jackets have the lead. Oh, here come the bottom 2. I think Mocha Maniacs are saying, oh, look at the move! And Rouge Ravens are going to make it. Look at this move by the holographics. They tried to go the other way, but that costs them. That costs them from advancing. They are going to come 13th. They will not be able to podium. Unfortunate. As we head into the next race. I believe when we get into the top half, if the Limelights make it into the top half, that means that the Galaxies will not be able to podium and that the top 3 will podium. And right now, Limelights are looking good. They are in first place. And once again, we don't care about first place, but still, first place would be nice for the Limelights to have a little bit more momentum, but they are not going to get it. Can they get it back? Yes. Taffy Trackers and Mocha Maniacs, the 2 candy teams, tried to get around. Oh, and might I add, Taffy Trackers... Oh, I can't say that. I've been interrupted. Volcanoes are stuck in the track. Volcanoes are stuck. Will anyone else pass them? I think that's the Rouge Ravens. They brush off of that attenuator. Might say what the Taffy Trackers were in the second race, but lava from the volcanoes are out and coming in 12th. They will not be able to podium. So about the Taffy Trackers, they're actually going to change their name to the Candy Crushers next season for more, I guess you could say, theming for their team. I mean, maybe it would be good to change their name, as they're known as the Taffy Trackers have not been very good. But now they are last. Who's in the lead right now? Solstice Squad. They want to win this championship. They nearly jump off the funnel. They got really high up, and Mocha Maniacs now have the lead. They steal it from them. Coming across, will they get stuck? No. I'm not sure who's in second place. It might be the Limelights. Coming down to the line. Speedy Serpents have finished. And anyone... Oh, Tidal Waves are stuck. Can they get freed? The other 2 haven't been freed. Taffy Track is struggling near the end. Can the Atomics... Oh, they actually bumped that block. Can they hit the Tidal Wave? Oh, they bump off the attenuator. And they will advance. Tidal Waves out in 11th. They will not get another medal to their, I guess you could say, large collection. They have a medal of each color. They have a gold from event 9, a silver from event 4, and a bronze from event 11, the last event, Collision, which the Limelights won and Speedy Serpents took second. And as I say that, the Limelights have the lead. Yellow Jackets and the Gracious Glaciers up top, and Gracious Glaciers lose the battle, but still there's a lot of time to make that up. Who has the lead? Speedy Serpents do. They want more momentum than the Limelights to surpass them, but Solstice Squad are right behind them. Solstice Squad try to take the lead. They're going to lose out to, I'm not sure who that was. Oh, a good pass from the Limelights. Or that might have been the Galaxies, I'm not that sure. But, now coming down. Who is this coming down? Yellow Jackets. Gracious Glaciers are in last. They struggle. Gracious Glaciers are in last. They trade it off to the Yellow Jackets, and they make it! With quick work coming through that final slalom. They bump them, and that gains a lot of speed. They make it to the end. Now race 8. After this race, we get to the halfway point, and we're going to show the implications. Well, I guess not implications. We're just going to show the standings as they are with the teams that still haven't yet to be awarded points. Anyway, Mocha Maniacs have the lead. Same with the Limelights. Those 2 have been consistently in the front. Solstice Squad have 2, but they're in last place. Limelights have the lead. Now Taffy Trackers make a bump. Can they hold on? No, they both get in at the same time. But Limelights cycle in the front. They easily get over that hurdle. Taffy Trackers try to make a run for it, but can't. Here come Gracious Glaciers Rouge Ravens, Speedy Serpents all coming down. Oh, the track is broken again. Can any marble get by? No, Mocha Maniacs can't. Can Social Squad? That's not Social Squad, that's the Galaxies. Galaxies are going to make it and not face elimination. They made it over that. But Freeze, Toffee, and Radiant all got stuck, so that means they will just start in the yellow funnel to once again not make this video too long. Mocha Maniacs struggling in that yellow funnel, but now into the other yellow funnel. It's very close between everyone. Social Squad have a bad angle of attack, and they're in last place. If Social Squad don't do this, they can't win the championship. It's very close. Mocha Maniacs have to lead. They traded off. Solstice Squad can't get over the hurdle, and Solstice Squad, I mind you, are not advancing on to the next round. And as we see, Speedy Serpents and Limelights are the only ones that can win the championship. Galaxies cannot podium anymore. They cannot podium anymore in any circumstance, so they will just not make it. But right now we are into race 8. So that means it's just Speedy Serpents and the Limelights. Can the Limelights make a comeback and win 2 events in a row? That would be pretty cool. I think they are 11 points behind the Speedy Serpents, so the only way they can do it if they win. There's no other way. Atomics right now have the lead. Oh, they make it in that funnel very quick. They save a lot of time. They are rushing to the end. Coming down to the line. Gracious Glaciers and I think Galaxies right behind. Who's in last? It's the Limelights. Taffy Trackers right there. Can they get around? No. But, oh no, Rouge Ravens are stuck up there. I think I did see another marble up there. And the Rouge Ravens are eliminated. In 8th place, they've had a pretty underwhelming season. And still, Freeze, Sugar, and Molecule, after all these rounds, are still in and can get their first and only podium of the season. Can they hold on, though? Galaxies have the lead. All 7 of these marbles have made it through this complete marathon of a series and an event. And Limelights are in last. Trying to make a move up to 6. If they don't do that, Speedy Serpents are already the champion. Oh, Galaxies cut right through the Mocha Maniacs, and they're already at the end. Hopefully they don't get stuck like Team Octopi, Volcanoes, and Tidal Waves, but they don't. Speedy Serpents, they're not going to come second. Oh, who just flew off the track? Speedy Serpents are stuck on the track. Can the Limelights get around? Yes, they can. They won't get on the... Oh, my goodness. Taffy Trackers coming out of nowhere. But Molecule from the Atomics careened off the track. He is okay. But that was a pretty hard and long fall. Alright, Freeze, Sugar, Stars, Toffee, Glow, and Serpent. Still, Freeze and Glow, the reserves of each of their teams, Limelights and Gracious Glaciers, are still in. It's pretty impressive for a reserve, especially. Their alternate marble. And right now, Speedy Serpents with their captain, one of 2 captains with Citrus, is in last. If Speedy Serpents get eliminated here, that means the Limelights have to win the event. And since they won Collision, they could go back to back. Mocha Maniacs in the lead. Can Galaxies get around? No, they can't. Gracious Glaciers coming in third, stealing it from the Limelights. Limelights try to steal it back. Speedy Serpents and the Taffy Trackers remain. Can the Speedy Serpents survive another round? Yes! They both jump over that final hurdle that was not made to jump over. And the Speedy Serpents, if they didn't do that, they would have been eliminated. They had a little bit of trouble at the end hitting that curve, or turn. And now they're in the final 5. Limelights are still in, as well as the Galaxies. Galaxies can get 4th. That's the highest they can get. But of course that won't be an auto-qualification spot. And by that, I mean we're having a Season 2 host, which will be revealed at the end of the video. It's very close. Galaxies in that middle. They can't seem to get in a death spiral. Here come the Mocha Maniacs. Big bump. And the Mocha Maniacs get through first. They're miles ahead. They're going to win another race in a row. I think that's the first marble too. I think it's Toffee at the helm. And now, these 2 marbles battling neck and neck, but the Limelights make quick work of the maze. And Speedy Serpents, what are they doing on the wall? Gracious Glaciers coming past them, and the Speedy Serpents are eliminated. They only come 5th. How did Serpent end up on that wall that's supposed to not let the marbles on? I have no idea. Maybe he fell off and somehow landed on that wall. But he is eliminated now. Limelights. Their goal, obligation, is to get a win. They can't do anything otherwise. If they get second, then they will lose the championship by 2 points. So they have to win here. And right now, they're battling with the Galaxies and Mocha Maniacs. Gracious Glaciers are a bit off of the field. And still, Mocha Maniacs, this is going to be their third win in a row, unless they get stuck. Yeah, they're already at the finish. Wow, that's a pretty impressive feat by Toffee. Now these two, once again, battling neck and neck. Can the Limelights win again? Not this time. But Gracious Glaciers coming in fourth. They tried their best. Freeze was one of the marbles that was actually expected to do well in this event, but will only come in fourth, missing a podium for the Gracious Glaciers. They were one of the teams coming into the season that had a lot of momentum, so it's kind of surprising they didn't do as well as they usually did. I was going to say as well as they usually do, or the exact opposite of that. But Galaxies have the lead. These are our podium finishers at long last. We went through 13 eliminations to get here, and if you lose here, you gotta be pretty proud of that. Even though you were so close to winning and getting second, still third is very good. And right now, Mocha Maniacs, Toffee, who won 3 races in a row, is in the back. These two just continue to battle it out, and it's going to be a pretty insane finale with these two. Can the Limelights make it? Well, they struggle just a little bit, but Mocha Maniacs are too slow, and Toffee taking a final victory lap, I guess you could say, by coming third. Won 3 races in a row. That's pretty impressive, but not as impressive at making it to the final 2. This is it. The intense music plays. All of the dramatic scenes are commenced. And right now, if the Limelights don't win, they lose the championship. They've made it through 14 rounds, and they don't want to lose here. But right now, Galaxies are not letting them get around. Galaxies onto the staircase for the final time. Into the funnel, but they have a bad angle of attack. Can the Limelights get around? Still spinning around. They get it. They bump around. These two have been battling back and forth. Limelights have taken the lead. Can they hold on to it? They take the Galaxies take the slow path. They bump on the Limelights. They take the slow path. Can they do it? No! The Limelights have just won a championship. I was speechless. Glow, the reserve member, wins the entire season for them. Galaxies tried to force him onto the slow path, but they couldn't do it. The Limelights, Glow, the reserve, winning the event over Stars and Toffee. Fortunately, Serpent couldn't get it done and will only come in second. Speedy Serpents, who had never won a championship before, are not devastated. They are proud. That's their highest finish ever. And of course, stay tuned for the closing ceremony, and not just the winner, the Limelights, and it's also the Season 2 host and the most valuable marble. So stay tuned for Season 2 as well. I'm Galactic Marbled signing off. Goodbye.